live from MK's kitchen.
You didn't give me a countdown.
I'm
MKtheWorst.
That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all the intro you get because we haven't had our coffee yet.
Yeah.
So, welcome to How to Make Perfect Coffee with Strickland. Give it back. Give it back.
Yes, I have to give it back so you can actually brew it. Okay. So
the first step to perfect coffee is having perfect coffee. Not kidding. This is fair trade coffee that was carefully and lovingly roasted. It even says right here on the bag, we buy only great tasting organic coffee directly from small scale farmers at prices above the fair trade price. Much care has gone into making sure these beans are top quality. We beg you, don't screw it up now.
pay no attention to the drip coffee maker in the background. We're not using that.
With a good grind and a good bean, even that drip coffee maker can make fantastic coffee. So, I prefer to use the burr grinder. The burr grinder has these nifty little conical, you can't really see it. I really can't see it. So you can't really see it. But there are little conical shaped grinders in there that make certain that your coffee grinds are as even as possible. Because when you get really big chunks and really little chunks, they brew differently. So anyways, the point though is to have coffee that was freshly roasted. This was roasted on September 11th. This is September
22nd?
Which is perfect because it's had time to age a little, but it's not stale. They want coffee too.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we should give coffee to school children. So, if you have freshly roasted coffee, that makes a really big difference. And if you only grind the coffee seconds before you brew it, that can make even stale coffee taste good. Also, having the right temperature for your water and knowing how to use your brewing machine. It's kind of an art. We should have like grinding music. This is the longest part.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Okay, so that's one serving.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, and this is broken, but whatever. I'm gonna just do the one serving so that we can see. This is a pour over filter. I got it for $7 at World Market. It's ceramic. It holds heat really well. Sometimes when especially in the winter, when I'm feeling really just, I need a hug, I will go and run this under extremely hot water first. And then it helps hold the heat and doesn't pull the heat away from the coffee. But that's really, really nerdy. So we're gonna put our...
We're really, really in need of a huggy.
Yeah. Okay, have a look. See how very, very
that's beautiful.
Consistent that is? There's no big chunks. And then we don't pour it all in first. We only just get them wet. Okay, watch, 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 watch. See the bubbles? That's called bloom. That's how you can tell how fresh your coffee is. And watch the second time I pour it, there'll be even more. Okay, now have a look. See that? That is beautiful.
It smells good too.
So I'm gonna let the water just dance with the beans for a minute, wake everybody up, get everybody in the mood, and then it's gonna all settle down more or less even. I do not want that coffee climbing up the sides of the filter because then the coffee at the top isn't getting as much water attention as the coffee at the bottom, and then you get weird, bitter flavors. Okay, now I'm gonna just check to see where the coffee level is so I know more or less how much coffee I can pour in there. And there's some tricks that I use when I'm doing this. If my water isn't exactly the right temperature, say it's too hot, I might run it through a little bit faster, so pour a little bit more. That way it doesn't take as much time with the beans. But if my water, which I actually prefer the colder method, I tend to bring my water to just below boiling. And also give it a little bit of time to sit, which we kind of did while we were setting up our video. Then I'll just do it a little bit at a time every time. Every pour is only enough to add just a tiny bit of water above the beans.
Okay, look.
It's a Hobbs.
Hi, Hobbs. You already had breakfast. Stop being whiny.
If you have fresh beans and you only grind them immediately before you serve your coffee, before you brew and serve your coffee, you can make even really stale, cheap supermarket coffee taste pretty good. You just gotta treat the beans right. Right? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding! I'm not that strange.